Well, this morning, I heard a knock at the door at 9:51 this morning. I thought, yes, it's Christian. Where's my jacket? I'm going to run downstairs and get to the door. It wasn't. It was a postman. I probably shouldn't have sworn at him, but I can just apologise tomorrow. So, obviously, he didn't come. Now, look at my results. How terrible this week. The last 2 weeks, I managed to hit zone 1. This week, zone 3. And I'm a bit baffled by this because, yeah, I mean, if I look at where I'm looking, where I put I only done 2 crosses. Looks like one there, but they're only 1 pixel away from each other, in case I was in a tiebreaker. So it was my free cross and one other one. I can't even remember what that was now. I think it might have been the Range Rover. Yeah, it was. Yeah, same as the winner one. But the way I looked at this was, well, you've got to look at this because they both look in sort of this way. Then it's got to be a 3D view, isn't it? So he's looking sort of up in that direction there. This fella here, if you try and look at a 3D view, it's going to be about there. If you don't look at a 3D view, it's going to be a lot higher, so it's going to be up about you. But I had to pick one. I had to opt for something. I thought it might be there, it might be a bit higher, it wouldn't be lower. As it happens, I went way too low. But I've just had a quick look at the judging, because I couldn't figure out how on earth they could got it so high up. If you look at there, right, it's now I've gone above his head there. Perhaps I should have gone higher, but I'm above his head, within his ear. Now they've put it above his elbow, so it's above his elbow, and there's sort of that much gap at the top there. So we might all remember that to come back to it, because I can't understand how it's all the way up there. Let's have a quick look at Cam's video, because on Cam's channel, now he had 30 or 40 people giving in coordinates on his Zoom, or whatever they use, and they've all clustered it around about the same, and most of them are within the side of his head over here, but even the others are all clustered. And if you look at the average there, I think mine would have been about probably where that bottom cross is, somewhere between the bottom one and the next one up, somewhere around there. But there, and there's 2 higher. But if you go up above his elbow and up there, nobody out of the 30, 40, possibly 50 people that give coordinates on Cam's channel, not one of them has thought it could be anywhere near that area. Now that's got to say something, hasn't it? If all them people are thinking, well, none of us think it's up there, it's ridiculous. So you've got to wonder, well, how the hell are the judges gone all the way up there then? So let's have a look at where the judges did actually go. So I don't know what to make of this at all. So I was around sort of about here. Most of the ones on Cam's channel were sort of around here. How anybody's putting one there, one up there, one over here, just defies belief to me. I honestly can't figure out any logical reason how you can be that far out. The problem with this is, how do you take anything out? Because they're all so far spaced out. I mean, look how wide that vision band thing is there from the red player. How do you figure out which ones you're going to take out? Because they're all so far, each side is so far out from where the average was. Personally, I think those 2 up there are just absurd. They should have come out before you even considered what else you were going to do. They should have come out. And then dropped it down to, that would have brought the cross down to here somewhere. And then decided from there what else you were going to take out. Because I think if you'd looked at that then, you'd have thought, well, it's closer to these 3, it's closer to that one, it's closer to that one. That one can probably come out. So I think you'd have ended up with a cluster of 5 of them. So to put it about there, which is about much closer to where all the viewers on Cam's channel would have been. I'd still have been down here. I'd have been zone 2 possibly. I might have even still have been zone 3, but it would have been more realistic about where it was. Because I think to leave those 2 in up there is absurd, absolutely absurd this week. And I've already looked at the results, and they've left all the crosses in and decided that that's where they're going to go. I really don't know what to say about this week. I think it's a huge fail. I don't know what else I can say about it. It's just a massive fail to me this week. Real disaster. And when you look at it, right, I know it's an average, but not one of them, not one of the 8 judges has picked anywhere near where the cross has actually gone. It's that far spread out. Anyway, nothing we can do about it now, is there? So, what have I done? What am I doing this week, ready for next week then? Bit of a tricky one this week. I've already moved it about 3 or 4 times, and it's only Tuesday. So I'm just doing my free ticket for the gold tier. I've gone for the Audi RS6 Avant, because that comes with 40k. That was one of Christian's picks for this week. And the other one I've gone for is the Tesla Model X Plaid, because it was the dearest one of the cash cars, and it's a good chunk of money. I know they had a camper van there, and they say, I want a camper van, but it's not a camper van I want. That particular camper van I didn't want, so I'm going to take the cash, and I'm going to take the cash. Sounds like I've won. And I'm going to pick my own camper van. I know what I want. I want a race van. I'll show you after this now what I want. So why have I put my 1 cross there at the moment? Well, if I zoom in, he's looking further, he's looking steeper, he's looking up here somewhere, this direction. If I don't zoom in and look at it like that, just looking at the picture that you're seeing there, he's looking sort of this direction. The guy in blue I'm talking about now. The guy in red is, he's probably looking up that area as well. So at the moment I'm sort of quite happy there where it is. But, you know what I'm like? I'll leave it another day or two, and then I'll have moved it another 6 times by the time I actually submit it. Because I think he might be looking steeper than that, so I might have to move that up a bit. I don't know, I'll see what I'll do over the next couple of days. So, I can't make my mind up what camper I want, whether I want a bigger one, a smaller one, but if I'm going away for a longer period of time, long weekend, week or two, touring, obviously I'm going to want a shower and plenty of room, and if you have a bigger camper, it's too big to be lugging around country lanes and trying to find a car park spot down the beach. If you have a smaller one, you haven't got a shower and a proper toilet and everything. So I thought, right, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down to Welsh Coast Campers, which is about 35 miles from me, and I'm going to get one of these race vans. Now, I don't know if you know what a race van is. Let's have a look at one. So, that's a Volkswagen Crafter race van. Just looks like a long wheelbase Volkswagen Crafter. But then when you open a side door, look, nice little bench there. You can put your table up there and have your dinner. Over there in the corner is your toilet and your shower. TV up there, vent. This unit here, that's your cooker. And that ladder there goes up to your bedroom. So there's your cooker and sinks on top of there. There's your microwave oven. I'd have a gas oven there so I can put a pie in there. There's your fridge. Then there's your ladder going up to your big bedroom up there, which is above a garage. So in the back you can put your motorbikes. So I'm going to get a motorcycle, and my electric push bike will all fit in the back of there. So I can park up on the campsite, get my motorbike out the back and go off wandering around and have a good tour, then come back and cook something nice for dinner. Anyway, that's enough moaning about the judges and enough dreaming about camper vans for this week. Cheers everyone, good luck for next week.